Okay, now we're working on week 3. Week 3 now we're going to talk about points of the head. There's so many versatile points that we can use. I'm just going to spend this week kind of identifying the points, kind of give you some angle and direction to use. Maybe look at some points that you're not real familiar with. There is the standard which we're going to cover, and then we're going to go and kind of explore a few more and some striking applications for that. The first one we're going to work on is, of course, the cornucopia of most knockouts you see is either mental foramen or you see stomach 5. Okay, to get stomach 5, go to the corner of their eye and trace it all the way down to the jaw, and right there is where you will find stomach 5. To strike stomach 5, you'll strike it either down and in at a 45-degree angle, or you actually can strike it up and in at a 45. A lot of applications, you'll see people striking. You'll see, from boxing or kickboxing, you'll see a lot of knockouts from this position. One of the things I like to do is kind of a knocking effect. So if you're going, you're actually knocking on the point, you actually see the effect of the body. The head will turn, it's annoying, and you actually weaken out the legs. And so, again, down and in at a 45. Okay? The other one is up and in on a 45. And now, usually you would go striking up at a 45, especially with people who are shorter than the opponent that they're being attacked by. And so, being able to strike up and in at a 45, and I always like this, or using the palm up and in at a 45. Causes the head to go back, causes the body to lift up a little bit. But this is just a key pivotal point. If you're taller, of course, coming down is a lot easier. If you're shorter, coming up and in at a 45 is the effect that you want to look for. The next one we're going to identify is mental foramen. Mental foramen basically is right here. There's two little holes on the bottom of the chin where these nerves come out. And what I like to do is, they're located right here, but what I like to do is I actually like to press in and spread my fingers apart, kind of like this. And what I want to do is just come in here, pinch, and then I want to actually squeeze the pressure, the nerves up towards the grooves of this lower lip. So here, squeeze. And you'll get the opponents to be able to come back down. It kind of gives them a top taste in the mouth. But the reason why I do that is because I really want to stretch that nerve to get the effect, because I want to control the head. If I want to pull them down, I'll pull them down. Okay? If I want them to move up, I'll stretch and move it up. Okay? But either way, you can knock down on this, and if you knock down, of course, knocking down and in at 45, that effect, you'll get the effect in the head. But the stretching, again, if you're looking for an application, for a control application, you would stretch it. You can strike or stretch. And I prefer the stretch for most applications. It's easy to get to with my hands coming in and just striking in or stretching as I'm coming in for that. So we got stomach 5, mental foramen. Another point we're going to look at is actually stomach 7. Stomach 7, where you got 5, 6, 7's up here, right along the ear line. And I like stomach 7 because it's an easy point for you to get. If you aim for the ear, here right in front of the ear, you'll get stomach 7. Stomach 7, I like to just actually rub straight down. Either rub in towards the ear or rub straight down. You'll get the effect to the body. You see that the legs want to come out. If I just take my thumb and I rub stomach 7, the whole body wants to pass down to this other side. Quadrant theory affecting this quadrant of the body. So it's an easy attack. If you have a situation where somebody's coming in, I forget what you would. Because you parry here, and I'm just going to palm. This ear, and I'm going to palm straight downward.
There it is.
All right, so lesser known points of the head. And I use most of these points in a grappling situation. You got bladder 1, bladder 2. And the way you get to these points, especially if someone's grabbing you, okay. Now, of course, you always go to the eyes, it's always a good self-defense, but we're talking about pressure points, so we use pressure points as a control. And so I like bladder 1. Bladder 1, you can reach in here just by squeezing up in towards here. Bladder 2, it's up in the corner. Here, bladder 2 lets you direct the head. Okay. And so what I'll do with this point is here, I'll just grab hold of, and I'm just actually activating both because my fingers are so big, I can just activate them both, just grab them both here, and I can reuse it too. All right, one last time for demonstration. I'll squeeze up and in and turn. Another important thing is, using your hand. And what I'm going to do is, there's a striking palm or cup palm strike that you're going to use to strike with. And we're going to strike basically with the meat of this hand right here. There's 3 points I'm looking for, and it's bladder 3, 4, and 5, and possibly 6 if my finger might roll up in there. Now 3, 4, and 5, again, is right under this hairline here. There are 3 points that line up, 3, 4, and 5, and then 6 comes up here. And the way we're going to do this strike, is that usually you'll have people, if you get them off balance here, they're going to give you a forward leading head. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this palm here, and I'm just going to simply palm down in. I'm not cupping here. I'm just going to use my thumb to strike, just like this. Okay? And it'll affect the body. Now, I'm not skipping off. What I want to do is I want to pinch the nerves on bladder. I want to pinch them and kind of drive them back here. And that's why I'm going to roll my thumb into it. Okay. All right. So if you like, say, a takedown or a control, give me a takedown. If you're in a takedown situation, you simply can do the same point to get your opponent right off in that situation. And it's just a simple rolling of the thumb towards them. Of course, again, if you're in a mugger type situation, so I'm up here, rolling up, taking your hand up here, not the third eye, but up here, and rolling to one side will affect the knee of their opposite side, or sorry, the same side. It'll affect the knee of the same side. So I'm just going to roll there to take that knee. So then it allows you to do a quick, easy follow-up. Take the knee, you got your setup. Okay? Just like you're twisting a jar of peanut butter. This is just a simple roll. Okay? So you got, again, to recap, you got the mental foramen. Okay? You've got stomach 5 here from the corner eye. Stomach 7 right along the ear line. We've done bladders 1 and 2 up here. And we've got bladder 3, 4, and 5 up here. That's just some of the points of the face. There's so many to cover. There's no way for us to be able to effectively cover all in one session. But these are something that maybe are lesser known, or combined with something that is a standard that everybody's going to teach. So kind of work this into your study, and we'll see you next week.